Welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, CDT. You can refer to me as Miss T. Sorry about that, I was eating. But y'all seen the thumbnail. Does a strategy really matter at this point between these two? But it comes down to a few things. So I'm going to say the answer to that is yes and no. Yes, because of mitigating factors, but no overall. But we'll get into that and much more. But y'all know the drill. First, let's turn to welcome back to Boxing Fans Talk TV. As I said earlier, I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T. I gotta fix this intro because I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if it's a StreamYard thing or is it just my intro. So I'm gonna be changing it up. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more creative since I'm learning a lot of new things on the computer. You guys wouldn't believe how many hours I log into the computer every day trying to do this, trying to do that. And so, it's just a lot of stuff that I'm picking up and I'm learning. Trust me, I have like 10 hours a day. Like I work for myself, but oh my God, I've been working. But anywho, y'all see the thumbnail. Does a strategy really matter at this point between the two? Talking about Bud Crawford and Earl Spence, or what it's gonna come down to. We're gonna get into that, but y'all know what I do at the top of my hour. Water check, water check, water check. And here at Boxing Fans Talk TV, we advocate that any adult, we start in adulthood around 16 for these purposes only. Any 16-year-olds that's looking at me, do not get it in your head that you are no way, shape, or form considered an adult. But like when you're talking about drinking water and stuff, yeah, you can get in with us. But yeah, the average person should try to do a gallon, but we know water is not the top of the list of things to drink during the day for most people. Water water can be boring, I guess to some, But it's funny how water works. Like once you get to start drinking it on a regular, on a consistent basis, you'll crave it more. And it always happens like if out of sight, out of mind, you fall out of favor with the water, out of sight, out of mind. But once you get to bringing them around more and more and more, you can't help but want it. You wake up wanting it. Your body just it's not like a choice. Your body just be like almost pulling you. Go get the water. Now, I have to try tactics like trick my mind and all kinds of things, even when I'm dieting and everything. I know that water, I don't care what I do in life, if I don't include water, I'm going to fail at it. Because you got to be a living vessel, right? To do whatever it is you do. But at this point, you know, I'm realizing that water is that integral. When you young and rooty poo, like teenage or very, very young adult, talking early 20s, you can do just about anything. It's almost like your body forgives you. But as you get past 25, all of that stop happening. It's like you grow, and you reach your peak, and then it's almost like you have a little coasting time, and then it's downhill. And if you know anything about the human body stops developing, like growing, at the age of 26. And it does it in spurts, and it does it in sections. Like the brain is the last to develop. Call me crazy. I would have never thought that. But, having taken a few anatomy classes and learning that the brain stops developing at the age of 26. But everything else long since stopped developing. So you want things to run smoothly. You don't want to inundate your body up until the age of 26 at least with a lot of bogus stuff and stuff that's just not good for you. So if you heavy on the sodas or the liquor or the coffee and the teas and all this stuff before the age of 26, whew, you got your work cut out for you. But we say if you're not a big water drinker, we understand, because everybody gets like that. I myself get like that. I have to will myself to do this, right? So like I said, I come up with little tricks of the trade. I got me a miniature fridge, stands about 36 inches high, and I got that in my room. And again, everything that I talk about or advocate for is cost effective, because I worry about that. I'm one of them people that be like, look, I'm not investing in my time, effort, or anything in something that's going to cost me a lot more money in the end. I mean, you got to work harder, not smarter. I mean, I'm sorry. I can't believe I just said that shit. Work smarter, not harder. I was looking at something else, and it actually said hard. on the screen, I was looking at something else. So I put harder before smarter. No, it's work smarter, not harder. My apologies, y'all. Sometimes we all make mistakes. That's funny. Anyway, so that's what I do. I try to implement ways of getting around the things that I know cause me to have downfalls. It used to be getting sick all the time, but knock on wood, ever since I've been seeing this one doctor, I haven't been getting that kind of illness since February. It's been a long 12 years for me, but hey, shit, it works. It's working. And I'm like, wow, I never thought I'd see the day where I can get a break from, always having the chronic swelling and all that. That was life threatening, but it's over for now, at least that I see. And I thank God for that. But anyway, back to the water. So I got me a mini fridge, and I was stocking my water up in the fridge like I was about 8-ounce bottles. And I recommend the 8-ounce bottles because, you can drink that real quick and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think you should do, right? You have to do something that's gonna win it for you. If I drink 16-ounce bottles of water, I'll drink half of it, which is 8 ounce, and then leave the rest sitting somewhere. And I'm not coming back to it because now it's not cold. What I learned about myself by making me drink water, I learned that I like my water ice cold. I know your body has to work harder to cool your body down to a temperature that it likes, or if your body is overheating, then it got to cool it down to a temperature that it likes. So that work right there, burn calories. Some people drink ice cold water as a strategy for burning calories. It ain't that serious to me as far as looking for those little bit of calories that's going to be burned because I'm drinking ice cold water. I drink ice cold water because it goes down better. I want more. And I'm going to tell you in the last 20 minutes, and this has never happened to me before. I just drank 2.5 16 ounce. I'm going to call it 16 ounce because I have a 16 ounce cup, or bigger than that, a little bit bigger. And I got these big behind ice cubes in them. And I got my water cooler. That's another gadget that I purchased, and it's worth every penny. And I got it in my room. Again, this mini fridge and this water cooler, it doesn't raise your electric bill. I mean, if you got, I'm gonna say for both, you might want to say 200. I spent a little over 200, like 220 for my water cooler. And it's a bottom loader. That's why I spent more, because water coolers these days, they're not expensive at all. So I have a bottom loader. So that's why I spent over 200. And my mini fridge, that was over 200, but I bought a nice one. But you can get them for, I think the one I started off with first was $129. But anywho, so I got the water cooler, right? So I got the ice. I buy a bag of ice from Sonic once a week, $3, and because I like the little ball ice, and I keep it in the downstairs fridge. So in that first half of the week, I gotta make trips downstairs all the time. By the time I get to half of the bag gone, I bring it upstairs because then it can fit in my mini fridge. And let me tell you, boy, I get a cup and put like whatever big ice cubes from that I can, or fill it up with the little balls, and I can go through 2 16-ounce cups of water, and I wasn't even paying attention to that. I have never in my life done that. In my life. I'm telling you, never, ever, ever. Not even playing the sport, not when I took karate, not coaching boxing, none of that shit. Not being in the military. When we was going through boot camp, we always had to keep water on our hip. No, I've never in my life drunk 32 ounces. Pretty much, I'm gonna call it in one standing because I'm saying 20 minutes, but it could have very well been 15 minutes. It was like I filled it up, knocked it down, knocked another one down, and started filling it up on the third go round. And I wasn't overheated. I didn't overexert myself. Nothing. That was just, it was so cold, I couldn't help myself. So let me say hey to some of you guys. What's up, Tay? Welcome to the building, King. What's popping? Al Moolah, what's popping? Welcome to the building. So yeah, I'm just getting off on this water tip because it's so important. I find in the last few weeks, since I got the water cooler, that I'm able to drink like a gallon of water a day. Like, never have I ever been able to do that. So I'm so hyped up about this boxing match between Crawford and Spence that I even say I'm gonna put myself on the training regimen. I'm gonna shoot for like we always do, shoot for 100 ounces as I'm always is. But if I can get a gallon, I'm gonna get a gallon a day. Hey, come on. And since I'm not sick no more, because when I was getting sick, I was in the hospital every week or twice a week or something like that, fighting for my life because I had what they call angioedema. So I have this chronic swelling of my tongue and lip and face, but it becomes life-threatening, you know what I'm saying? And part of fixing me when I get there to the hospital is pumping me with a bunch of steroids. Come on, I'm like, what in the hell? I don't want this shit. Like I used to I ain't lying, no bull crap. I've teared up so many times because I was like, God, can I have my life back? Because I ain't grow up like this. That shit didn't start. This been like 12 years of my life. And then finally somebody had the fortitude or the kindness to recommend me to the doctor that covers this type shit. They watched me go through this for 12 years. So long story short, I ain't crying the river or nothing. But long story short, I'm now on some medicine that's so simple, so damn simple. You wouldn't even believe if I told you. And I don't have the problem no more. I haven't. It don't mean that I'm cured, because you can't cure what I have. I have autoimmune disorders. A lot of you have that too. Autoimmune disorder is when your body attacks itself. So people like lupus, Graves, Crohn's, hypothyroidism, that's the big daddy ones of autoimmune disorders. Alopecia, male pattern baldness, just all kinds of shit. These are some of the disorders that come with that. It's when your body, like I said, attack itself. Eczema, psoriasis, asthma, and most things that come off looking like an allergy. Arthritis, rheumatoid, those are all autoimmune disorders. And I had the hypothyroidism to start off, so everybody who suffer from this in a extreme way, they get about 5 or 6 of those disorders, and they have to figure out their life. And it's very debilitating, and it makes you socially awkward. So anyway, again, not crying the river, but I didn't have mine, so I'm never gonna get rid of angioedema. I'm always have that propensity to have swelling, but I'm on a regimen now that I haven't been having it, so I'm ramping up, and this is new for me. So while Terrence and Earl gonna do us a solid by meeting up July 29th, they in the camp grinding it out. Guess what? Miss T gonna be over here grinding it out. And I'm gonna tell you, some of these days is funny. Y'all know I started it days ago. I'm on my diet. I'm on my water diet. I'm on my everything diet. Today, I wanted to eat. Boy, oh boy, you have no idea I wanted to eat. I had to pray to Jesus on this one today, for real. Because I was close to throwing caution to the wind and just saying, forget it. Run me, blah, 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 blah. Because, they got DoorDash and shit out here now. But nah. But anyway, let me get back to the water. Let me finish y'all. Y'all know my normal spiel. 2 days, 2 times out the day, you should drink your water first thing in the morning. For your morning routine, get going. You should down your 8-ounce cup of water, have it on a nightstand, learn how to drink room temperature. It's also your body can work in a timely and efficient manner. Second time is at night when you get out the shower. Drink your water right then, because it's going to take you a minute to fall asleep. American Heart Association agrees that you should drink water before you go to bed. It's good for the heart. Anytime anybody says something good for the heart and you prove it and you do your own research, start your regimen. I don't care how old you are, start it. I know, now, like my parents being seniors, I couldn't have told you this in my 20s, but now that my parents being seniors and I've learned things about them, like just taking them to the doctor. My mom had a habit of eating bear aspirin. Don't know why, but since she was a kid, that's, they gave her aspirin. She been eating bear aspirin all for the longest. She don't do it now, but I'm going to tell you, it wasn't that long ago, and my mama is a senior, that they said, man, you got a heart like a 17-year-old. And she told him what she been doing. He said, that's why. So she wasn't aiming to have a good heart, but she inadvertently had one by just eating aspirin every day. They claim that, like, you eat some baby aspirin every day. Like, you got to chew it up. Your heart gonna thank you in the long run. When your friends be having heart problems and this, that, and the other, you won't. So I can only tell you what I saw. Unfortunately, for me, I can't stand the way aspartame tastes. So I don't eat that shit. But now, with the blood pressure medicine, I do take baby aspirins. But I don't chew it up. But you can chew baby aspirin. It's not as bad. But anyway, drink your water. A lot of reads going on. Revamping, rebooting, recharging, directing, recreating. All this hard work. That's why the average human burns between 900 and 1,000 calories at night in a deep sleep. Not a cat nap, but a deep sleep. So drink your water. On to the next. Hey, look. This is the Lighthouse Keeper. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. If you already subscribed, we got you locked in. Don't hit the button no more. But every time you come in here, hit the like button, leave a comment, statement, question, whatever, I get back to you. You can also leave it at boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. I'll get back to you on that too. There's a lovely green $sign on here. Boxing Fans Talk TV. That's my cash app. For some reason, YouTube is screwing me around. So I don't know when I will ever get monetized or anything. But I do accept cash apps. Thank you for the past, present, and possibly the future of cash apps. It all go back into the show. I thank you, thank you, thank you. And I come on Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Providing I got something to talk about. I don't blow no smoke up nobody's ass or Bueller. So, hey, and if it ain't nothing to talk about, we ain't going to make it nothing to talk about. If it's something I want to talk about, we can talk about it. Jerry Tasker is in the building. What's poppin', King? He said, holla. D-Ray Promotion is in the building. What's poppin', King? So look, we're going to get it started. So I wanted to ask, does strategy really matter at this point? I'm seeing that, I can see the favoritism in people's YouTube channels. And I'm sure they can say it about me. I ain't leaving myself out. I can see favoritism in people who write articles. And this guy, I don't know his name. I ain't pay attention. He wrote the article talking about Terrence Crawford gonna start fast and Errol Spence know it or some shit like that. I think it's silly. I gotta say, I think it's silly. The best part about sports is the not knowing. Honest to God, it's the not knowing. It's a nail biter. You're held in suspense. And I swear that you can't buy that feeling. You cannot buy that feeling. The thrill of victory, the thrill of defeat, either way, you cannot buy this feeling. And so, whether or not at this point the strategy is Terrence start fast or he starts slow, my advice to both men equally is whatever you did to get you to the dance, keep doing that shit, but maybe enhance it more. Maybe you enhance more. Don't try to get creative. Don't try to be like Gary Russell Jr. and decide to lift weights before he fight Lomachenko. And then later, this is what he got to tell us. Now, Gary, he's a prideful and proud man, and he ain't no slouch. But later, not at the time that I remember, but later Gary would say that he did stuff differently in camp. They lift weights. Well, why? Why would you do that if you never did it before? But yet you are at this high level and this lauded after fighter, and you gonna do this shit before a fight with Lomachenko when you know this man's record. If nothing else, the man is experienced. I mean, they try to compare Lomachenko to Floyd and Muhammad Ali. Bob Arum said things like that. But if you don't know much about Lomachenko, he experienced. D-Ray said, today's it, not about facts or fiction, is clicks and views. Oh, yeah, I believe you. But on the 30th, we're going to throw a having a party. Remember that? Everybody singing. I can't sing. Dancing to the music. Anyway. Yeah, so what makes you go do that? Like if you start a business and something catch, why would you change it up? Why would you change it up? For those of y'all might not know, I started my business. That's why I'm working so many hours. And it's just funny. One day I will probably tell the story why, but I think it's doing good for somebody who just started. But it ain't doing what I wanted. I'm not where I want to be because I have high and big expectations. It's a lot more work than I thought it would be. But you got to be one of those type working bees type people, whatever the case. But trust and believe me, when you find something that started to work, why would you abandon? Why would you try to go somewhere else? PGH Big Dog is in the building. What's poppin', King? Are you all right, brother? Because I haven't seen you. Of course, I haven't been on all the time, but the few times I was on, I didn't see you. So I was like, I hope he's feeling well. Everything good with you, bro? D-Ray said, promote your product on your channel. Most definitely, you know I am. Let me tell y'all, I think I got a hidden talent. I know how to design, and I don't know. People be saying some of my designs be looking nice. This is a shirt I made. You see it? Y'all look at your camera. You see it? Don't worry, PGH. I'm going to make Earl one, and I'm just as nice. I'm just as nice with his. Just because I got Crawford winning, that don't mean I wouldn't do Earl a solid. I ain't that type person. I keep telling y'all, I'm a fan of Earl too. Just between Crawford and him, I got Crawford. That's all. That's it. That's all. He said, you Bud Buddy sounding real nervous lately. Not me, PGH. I'm very relaxed. It's going to be what it's going to be. It's going to do what it's going to do. He said, I'm good, Queen. Glad to check in with you. I'm glad you all right, because I was worried about you. I ain't seen you in a minute. And I was like, where my favorite Spence fan at? One of my favorite Spence fans. So y'all see this hoodie? Let me give you another picture of it. Look at that. Like, I pick up on shit. The motherfucking Bud said, this is my era. So look what I did. And on each sleeve, it said undisputed. And that's not white. That's gray letters. Look at that. Shout out to that model. But look at the picture. Tell me what y'all think of this hoodie. I mean, honest to God. And I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to do Earl. I just made that. But I'm going to do Earl, and I'm going to do him solid. I don't be fucking around, making no crazy looking shit just because I got Bud winning. He said, I'll support the Big Fish product, Undisputed King, come 147. I got you an Undisputed shirt, PGH, in there too. I'm going to show y'all the Undisputeds again. He said, what it do, fam? He said, at D-Ray Promotion, salute, fam. How much I need one. The hoodies cost a little bit more than the t-shirts. This one is $65. He said, hoodie is nice, but why you got Bud line on the shirt? I'm going by what Bud actually said, and I'm gonna go by what Spence actually said. Like I said, there's nowhere in hell my ego would let me put out something that's fugazi, on anybody. And like, I don't hate Spence, so I'm gonna do him justice. And you guys Y'all just have to see. Like, this is part of a logo of a Buzz shirt too. And at the bottom it said Undisputed 2023. In fact, y'all see that clear picture? That black and gold is popping though. I ain't gonna lie. Shit. But this what it look like all together. I got all colors. I got a Spence one too. Do I have it up here? Damn, I gotta get it over here some kind of way. I got the Spence one too. The Undisputed 2023. As y'all can see, the letters got fade in the back. Like behind the Undisputed in the 2023. It's like a black shadow. But it come in all colors. Blue, powder blue, like that baby looking blue. Black, navy blue, white. I mean, it come in everything. It come in all colors. And so this is the Terrence one. And there's nothing on the back. It's just, this is for Undisputed. When they make Undisputed. And these t-shirts are only $26. Now, you can get it now and get your claim. Now, look, this handsome young guy sporting the sauce. Like, it's saucy. Like he basically saying he that hot. He got the jalapeno and then the hot sauce dripping on the fire. It's saucy. I like this one too. But I've had people tell me take out the background, but it's like I'm a penny in a room full of dollars. I mean, I'm a dime in a room full of pennies. Know your worth. Stuff like that. I just create stuff like that. But I'm gonna put the name of the store. And y'all can just type it in just like this. Ask me T51.com. It's a gadget and gadget store, to be honest. I got spy cameras in there. I got dog seat belts. Because, like I said, I sell t-shirts too. But it's a gadget and gadget store. So I'm the gadget and gadget guy by nature. I love gadgets, gadgets. Because look what I'm telling y'all. I got a mini fridge in my room. I got a cooler, a water cooler in my room. Who does that? Any kind of gadget to be had, Miss T gonna get it. And I don't know why I'm like that, but I've always been like that. So I know how to spot them. I know how to spot, because when people come over, they be like, "Ooh, where you get that?" Even my kitchen utensils be gadgets and gadgets, huh? Like, I can't just get a regular Mandarin. I mean, I gotta go all out when my shit is the bomb. Every time my neighbors ask to buy, I be like, I don't know. So I had to go buy like a cheap one so I can give them the cheap one. I can't give you my good shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because when I'm preparing my meals, like especially the potatoes, man, or onions or anything to slice, man, this damn thing is the bomb. But that's me. And the crazy thing is, I wasn't fixing any particular meal when I bought that. I saw it, and it was just like a gadget, and I could see how it improved your life. So I like things that make life easier, gadgets. And so I said, let me open a store like that. But I like creating these t-shirts too. He said, his error, hell no. Nah. PGAs, don't get mad. That's what the man said. Like, don't get mad for real. That's what that's what the man said. I gotta go by with the things they be saying and shit, right? He said, I need both. Exactly. That muscle shirt go hard, I'm telling you. Jerry said Loma got beat by both Lopez. Fight was not even close. Yeah, he did, Jerry. I mean, but what I'm saying is, like, when Gary fought him, that's all I was saying, was when Gary fought him, Gary should have stuck with what got him to the dance. Why would you, before a fight like that, just, I'm going to go lift weights? I don't get shit like that. Deontay, why did you lift weights? And y'all know it's Deontay country over here too. Why did you lift weights or bench pressing all that goddamn weight before Fury. Them little skinny legs is what got you to the dance. And as far as I'm concerned, they beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Only God could create that. That's a beautiful leg right there. Don't mess with that. Don't mess with perfection. D-Ray said, don't never fight. What you think the old champion going to do? I don't even know about his fight. Is it coming up soon? I like Donaire. I like to watch him. He's definitely remarkable and probably will go on to be a great mentor to people in the fight game. Him and his wife, they do a great job out there. So I hope he do well. PGA said, okay, Queen, I see you even selling wigs. Nigga, you better know it, PGH. Hey, PGH, you from New York, right? What I'm getting at is that East Coast swagger, right? Yeah, y'all go in there like it's a lot of stuff. Man, my favorite item right now, before I say it, I will tell y'all, I buy everything I put up on there. Either I bought it or I know somebody who bought it. Because far be it for me, I don't need to lie. I don't need to lie to nobody, and I ain't going to start now. I ain't never been that type person. I'm not going to rope a dope nobody into buying something that ain't going to work. So I buy everything I put up there, pretty much. So like the spy camera, let me tell y'all a little story. So I have 2 dogs, and they senior dog. I'm about to make a commercial on this too. Oh, I'm learning how to make commercials and shit. I'm doing all kinds of stuff, man. But yeah, I got 2 dogs. The problem is my dogs are seniors and they're healthy, but they live past their life expectancy, right? So when you get like that, a senior citizen is a senior citizen, whether it's dog people, whatever. So I don't pop them or get punish them like the spankings I used to get at ass when they was young, because they old. Like there's sometimes we got to pick our dogs up to take them outside. Sometimes, especially my girl dog, and we had to put her on the diet, and it's not like we overfed her or nothing. She just, I guess the female dogs, they get kind of big when they get older. She would be at the top of the stairs and she'll look down like, I can't come down there. She have walked down the stairs and fell as she trying to walk. So my dogs are old, but compared to most dogs, they're very healthy. We only give them dog food. We don't do that table food. And right now they own prescribed food. So we have to spend extra dollars, like double what we would have normally pay for a regular bag of dog food. We have to double that just to get them prescribed food, because they both got kidney something, whatever. But one of them motherfuckers was pooping. And I was like, who is pooping? And they used to tell on each other. They used to look at each other. Dogs would tell them, they know that English. They be like, that nigga right there, he did it. They don't do that no more. They just sit there and be like, look at you like, I ain't even got the heart to say nothing. So I'm trying to think of what can I say or do to get them back on track, because they know better. And you can tell when they poop, because neither one of them want to come and walk past it. And I'm tired of coming downstairs, and the first thing I see on the floor is the poop in front of the TV. Man, I'll be like, oh my God. So I got me the spy camera, right? And what I like about it is how it loads up to your phone, and you ain't gonna miss shit. Now a lot of people quiver with the fact that, oh, you shouldn't spy on your kids. You shouldn't spy. The hell you shouldn't. Because sometimes you ain't gonna know shit unless you see it for yourself. So I placed the camera strategically where I can catch the view, because I already have cameras all over my house and everything, and I pay for that service. But for some reason, it's like my dogs knew how to do it without being in the camera view. So I use the spy camera to cover that area. And I swear my dogs, I swear they people. Because they know shit. Like if I got a knife in my hand and I'm about to do some serious cutting, my boy dog he skedaddles. When I'm cleaning my guns, both of them, you can't find them. So I'm telling you, I put the camera up You can't see it. It's so inconspicuous. And I went to bed like normal. And I found out all along it was my boy dog. And all along I have been blaming my girl dog. And so I was like, we call him daddy. I said, daddy, I got you. I got you. I got you. And he must have knew because he ain't want to come downstairs. But he pretty fast, so I got to just catch him off guard. I caught his ass, and I held him. Instead of like before, I used to grab him by the collar and go to town on his ass with a newspaper. But now, like I said, he's seniors. So I held him, put his nose in it a little bit, and I popped him on the side, not hardcore popping. Because like I said, they say my boy dog, when boy dogs get older, they just start losing weight a lot. He lost a lot of weight. So I was like, I just popped him on the side, like, no, stop that shit. He knows I don't like it. And so then I just put him down. Of course, he ran for the backyard and handled his business accordingly. But I found out who it was. So the punishment is the boy dog got to get that kennel life for at least a month. I know he'll stop that shit after that. We got him. Yeah, my which kind did something funky. We had got my boy dog first, so he don't. We never really locked him up in the kennel. He never liked it as a puppy. But the girl dog, we got her as a them rescue dogs, and she always been kennel trained. So she put her damn self in the kennel, opened the door and everything. I don't know how, with her hands, would literally open the door and go in the kennel. But my boy dog, now he don't like that kennel life. But now he on punishment because my spy camera caught him. That's one of my favorite things. My other favorite thing on that site, if you just joining me, I dropped the link. I'll do it again because I don't know where it is. I can't see it. My digital store. Go in there and shop till you drop. Some good stuff. It's a gadget. The gadget and gadget store. I got t-shirts in there too. But anyway, so I put him in the kennel at night. So he don't get to lay down on his fluffy, nice bed. He don't get to roam like he want to. Man, he destroyed my carpets. I got to get new carpets because of this dude. Because forever I could not find out who was it. Who was doing this stuff. And then I caught this dude peeing in my house. I was like, man. But I'm selling my house, so I got to get a new carpet anyway. But I was tired of the shit, and now I know who it is. So I apologize to my girl dog. Sorry, Chloe. I was wrong. Blaming her all the time. But it was daddy ass. So he don't get no, he on lockdown. Was he a prison release? What's that prison program where they let you out, work release or whatever the fuck? That's what he on. Because at night he go in the kennel. He can't stand it neither. But those, that and my keychain. I got a keychain charger. It charges Androids. It charges iPhones, laptops, tablets, you name it. And it's all on a little keychain. Man, technology is a mug. And it charges like 4 more devices. So it's probably like $23. And it's inconspicuous. It goes on the keychain. It can come with you in the office. Wherever you work, you can attach it to your clothes, attach it to your key ring with all your car keys, house keys, whatever. And so, when you stand in line at the DMV and you run out of charge on your phone, boom, charge it back up. Wherever you are, when you can't get to a plug or whatever, you ain't got to worry about it. Take it out, charge your shit. Jared said Wilder lost to Fury, both light and heavy. Fury is better than Wilder. Jared, I mean, that's your opinion. Look, Jared, I'm so happy we getting this Crawford Spence fight. I ain't even got no argument for you. I used to get back in the day, Jared. But no, he did not win to me. I think the ref got in the way both times. in the first and third fight. I think Wilder won those. Even the European fans of Tyson Fury that was sitting right around us, we were surrounded. We was in the European section. They agreed too, but they shrugged their shoulder like, "What can you do? If the ref don't want to call it, he don't want to call it." So, Jerry, that's how I look at it. I can't say why it was like that. Why the ref do that? D-Ray said undercard for Frank Saturday. He said Scales. I see. What you mean? PGA said, hold up. You even got vibrator. Now PGH, that's for the ladies. He said I don't know if you call that a vibrator, but every lady wants a rose. Hint, hint. To y'all fellas. He said, hold up, you even got vibrators on your site. I told my girl to look and support. Cut that. Hey, I ordered one too. I'm telling you right now, what y'all call Earl Spence? The truth. Now that damn rose is in good running for that name, the truth. D-Ray said, I'm telling you, whew. Don't get me sidetracked, PGH. XO Factory is in the building. Was popping. King said, Miss Steve was good, Queen. It's been a minute. I know. I was thinking about sending the search party out for you. Y'all talking to each other. Said D-Ray promotion was good, bro. He's clapping. I can't even see these. I think that's clapping hands. Yeah, y'all go over to that site, check it out, and hook yourselves up. PGA said Wilder won the first fight. Exactly, PGH. Jared said excuses, check the scoreboard. Jared, it's official. We know technically who won, but we saying he shouldn't have won. That ain't like because I'm a fan of his. What do you do when a person is unconscious? I don't give a shit if it's 2 seconds or 1 second. Once a person can become unconscious, fight over. You know, L Dub is in the building. What's poppin', King? How you been, man? I know you hyped up. I know you rubbing elbows with a few people. I know you close to the action. I'm gonna say be safe and have fun out there, because you got to say that at Crawford and Spence fight. Be safe. L Dub, what it do? And then he said, what you think about TBC promotion? Who fights that they have on the Spence versus Crawford undercard? I don't even know LW yet. You know who's on the undercard. Wait a minute. I know they said somebody from Crawford's side was gonna be on it. I can't remember, but I'm so hyped about the Crawford Spence, and I was talking about the strategy. You know, does it really matter at this point how they start? LW, tell me. The best advice for both of them is to do what got them to the game. Just enhance what got you to the game. It ain't broke. It's like I said about when Deontay was bench pressing at 350. Man, I was shaking my head like, oh God, who told this dude to do that shit? Why is he doing that? Do what got you to the game, shawty. Don't change it up. Because obviously, what you were doing is beautiful. For those of you who came in late, let me go ahead on and plug, my shirt. This is my shirt right here. I have a lot of t-shirts on my site. Look at that. Bud said, what? This is my era. Look at that. And that's gray letters. Undisputed on both sleeves. You know what I'm saying? Look at that shit. Go get your hoodie. Also, I got them undisputed t-shirts. You can't beat that. I got mine. I'm telling you guys, I buy everything I put up there. I don't put nothing up there that Miss T don't buy herself. Y'all, I got a PGH. Did you check out the printer that fits in the palm of your hand? A motherfucking printer. It's inkless printer. and it sync up to your phone. So when your kids at school or you got to take notes and you in a class, that I can think of so many ways where that shit is beneficial. And when you pull the paper out of it, when you print, you pull off the back, something off the back, it's adhesive. So you can stick it in your notebook. What about when your teacher write all this bullshit on the board, or it's got a projected view or something on the board, and she said copy them notes. Man, I take a picture, boom, hit print, boom, stick that mug in my notebook. Next, fingers ain't cramping, none of that shit. But y'all see this shirt, right? A better look, man. Elder, look at that. That's how that bitch look on black. Motherfucking PGH was talking about that, y'all. Let me go. But this is my era. And on the back, say the same thing, but put the date. Come on, y'all. Go on to get y'all hoodie. What you waiting on? Let me take this down up. What you waiting on? Jared said Wilder got beat to a pulp in the second fight, ended the third fight flat on his face, and really lost and got outboxed in the first fight. Jared, I mean, that's your narrative. I don't see it that way, Jared. Who fighting? Jared, I just don't see it that way. You will not. You can say all that good stuff about got outboxed. I never put down Tyson Fury as far as his boxing abilities, but was the nigga knocked out or not? Was he unconscious or not? The minute you say yes, fight over. And Deontay would have won that first fight. Now, in the third fight, I'm in the audience. Everybody over there, the UK fans and everybody, we count like 17 seconds. But whether it's 15 or 17, that's more than 10. And that's how long it took for Tyson Fury to get up. And you can go watch the clip. He should have lost. But the ref didn't call it. Both times, the ref dropped the ball. So, I mean, but it will go down in history as a win for Tyson Fury. And it is what it is. XO Factor said, Al Money was good, my bro. Then he said, countdown, Miss T, July 29th, right around the corner. Indeed, that's why I got them T-shirts and hoodies ready. XO, what you got on? Are you going to get you and the wife you want? What's good? What's good with it? He said, I'm throwing the biggest fish fry in Atlanta. I hear you. He said, Al Money. I'm contemplating whether I'm going home because even my mom, who's not into boxing, is ordering this fight. Ain't that something? That's how much these guys are doing for boxing. It's going to be a big one. Jerry said, one does not get knocked unconscious and get up 9 seconds later. Physically impossible. Jerry, shut up. You already, I got to tell you, shut up. That motherfucker was unconscious. You see it on the film. Now, call it what you want, Jerry. Put a chokehold on it. Call it blue magic. Look, Jared said whatever you want to call it. You already been, look, I'm betting 1,000 over here. L. said D-Ray promotion. TBC has to fight on the undercard. Steven Nelson versus Luis Rodriguez and Kevin Ventura versus Deshaun Prada. Okay, L. thanks for the information. Y'all go sub up to L. Man, be knowing his stuff. He always in the know. He's always with the right people at the right time. He said, the shirt fire. L. I expect to see you ordering it then. All y'all got to do, and I keep dropping the link. I'll drop it again. AskMeT51.com. And spread the news. Shit. Start spreading the news. I want to be a part of it. TT. I'm just joking, y'all. That's the site. You just click on that. It's called Gidgets and Gadgets. Because I was wondering, what can I sell that I like? And there's so many things I'm doing. I'm getting ready for a wedding. I'm about to sell my house. And I'm going in business for myself. I'm creating myself a job. And I'm learning a lot of new things. So sometimes I don't come on here because I be knee deep in learning something at the time, and I don't want to stop. Plus it don't be, like I said, I never will blow smoke up you guys' butt. Like if it ain't really much to talk about, it ain't really much to talk about. But I find this topic interesting because to me it's going to be one of the latest craze of talking points, if you will. That's what it's going to be. So me with talking points. I'm the talking point destroyer. At least I fashion myself to be that way. So Jerry said, funny, Wilder did not complain about a long count. He made a ton of excuses, but not one official complaint to the commission says it all. Jerry, I see now, Jerry, you mean you gonna be in your head. Look, Jerry, I'm just telling you what I saw. Wilder knocked him unconscious that first fight. Fight over. If you want to talk anything beyond that, what the ref did, how the ref cut a jig, how Tyson got up and did the funky chicken and all that other bullshit, and how he was, scooting around, going backwards, moving that feet, lightning speed, doing the Ray Leonard shuffle or the Muhammad Ali shuffle, whatever. None of that. All of that ain't got shit to do with the price of tea in China. When Deontay knocked his ass out, fight was over for me. So when I say he won, that is why. I ain't with all the other complicated extra bull crap. Now, as far as the third fight, I was in the audience. And I had good seats. And he took more than 10 seconds to get up when Deontay knocked him out. But Deontay probably feel like, man, if the ref gonna do you like that, what the fuck can I do? It's water under the bridge now. But people was mad. Let me tell you why I was mad, Jerry. Because in that fourth round, when Deontay knocked him out in the third round, I had bet $300 on motherfucking Deontay. And the payout was gonna be stupendous. And not only stupendous, I was gonna get my money back that I spent thus far. Y'all remember that was my birthday weekend. So I was there celebrating my birthday. And I was spending a hell of money. So I cornered the market on that. I bet it might have been 400 then. Because I know I bet Deontay to win. And is it 3 or 4 rounds, something like that, however they divided it. I said between this round and this round, he gonna knock him out. And then I go to the next group and the next group. So I spent, I think, about 400. If the ref would have called it the way it was supposed to be called, I would have got, I think that my payout was gonna be like 1,400. Why wouldn't I want that, ref? I mean, that's how. Why wouldn't I want that, Jerry? Like, I lost money. So not only was I sad that my fighter, one of my favorite fighters, lost, and I felt like, again, unfairly, I lost money. And I was validated because I told you, everybody sitting around me. It was me, my sister, her man, my friend. We all sitting in the group full of UK fans. And they said, they shrugged their shoulders. They said, yeah, he should have counted him out. But that's the ref. And then, of course, later Tyson come on to do what he do. But you want to forget the fourth round. And you want my eyes to just be on what Tyson did. Fuck Tyson Fury. He ain't nobody. He said, you telling me your feelings, but I get it. How am I? Did I, hey, people in the chat, did I just not state facts? How I don't know how Jerry said I'm telling my feelings. I'm not telling you my feelings as to why I think Deontay won the fight. I can tell you my feelings that I was hurt that it came out as a loss for him and I lost my money. Yo, yeah, those are my feelings. But the referee taking 15 or 17 seconds before Tyson Fury gets to his feet, when we know it's supposed to be 10, fight's supposed to be over at the fourth round. but the referee don't call it. What I'm supposed to do, Jerry? Act like I ain't see that? You get knocked unconscious in the 12th round. Out like a light. Eyes closed. I'm supposed to act like I ain't see that neither? I'm supposed to just be happy and focus on the fact that he did get up. Most people do who get knocked unconscious. Unless you come back and say, oh, that person passed away. Everybody get back up then. What you talking about, Jerry? Nothing complicated about it. He beat the count in the story. No, he didn't. Now that you need to go check. No, he didn't. Stop making excuses. He lost to a better fighter. And then made excuses, even claiming his career-long trainer poisoned him. Jerry, I know you like to hate. You like to hate, but I don't care what you say. You'll never change my mind on that. You already know. And I done put it to rest. I done put it to rest. And what you can't do, Jerry, you can't never tell me what I saw. You didn't see that eyes was wide open. You're just making up stuff that people can clearly see. No, people don't agree with you, Jerry. I know people clearly see what I'm saying. But it is what you want to, Jerry, it is what you want to say. Just like you was wrong about Terrence Crawford getting rid of the suit. What you got to say for yourself? You wrong about this too. Jerry, you got to stop being wrong all the time. Try to get on the right side. So, I mean, it is what it is, Jerry. But nice try. Now, the person who's bringing up, now getting back to the Spence and Island, we've been all over the place. The person is bringing up this, you got to start fast, because that's what we was talking about, Jerry. Do Terrence got to start fast? Do Earl got to start fast? Do anybody got to have a special strategy other than what they are? I think whatever got them to the dance, but oh well, that's just me. I do say they got to have strategy, only because you can't come in this fight half-cocked. It's too much on the line with this fight. You got to have a strategic plan. If you break down either one of them and talk about their attributes, like Spence to me, and I'm not picking on Spence when I say this, he is a flat-footed, come-forward fighter. He applies pressure. He throws his hands. I would not say he's the best jabber in the world. I don't get involved with these talking points. And this fundamentally sound talking point is for the birds for me, because isn't every elite fighter fundamentally sound? It's Tyson Fury, Jerry's man, fundamentally sound. Was it Muhammad Ali fundamentally sound? What does that even fucking mean? You know what I'm saying? Fundamentally sound. Everybody's fundamentally sound. I have never seen Earl fight successfully going backwards. And Earl, he strikes me as a person that don't like to get hit. Who would? But when you can disrupt some things. And he does get hit because he does make rookie mistakes. I would imagine all of them do. But they will make a mountain out of a molehill because Bud got hit. Well, all fighters get hit. They don't never make a mountain out of a molehill about Earl getting hit. Yes, Terrence get hits. And yes, he's just a man. He can be hurt. And yes, he's just a man. He can make fatal flaws. Not fatal, I'm sorry. Let me retract that. Bad flaws. He can have bad flaws on any given night. It's going to come down to who wanted more and who is the better boxer / fighter. That's really what it's going to come down to. Who wants it more? Who's the better boxer / fighter? When they get in there and slug it out and be dogs and shit and throw caution to the wind, which one of them does it better? Who that person gonna be? If Earl coming in there thinking Terrence is weaker than him, that's the wrong way to think, Earl. If Terrence coming there thinking that, because I don't think he underestimates Earl, but if he comes in there thinking that he's gonna be treated fairly. They're gonna be honest brokers in there, like the ref or the judges or whatever. For Terrence, that's the wrong way to think. Neither one of them should come in there trying to leave it up to the judges. But if one of them can afford that, that would be Errol Spence. Like, they could leave it up to the judge, and the judge is gonna do him a solid. This is a PBC fight, So, who y'all think they want to win? You know what I'm saying? Then they got the rematch clause. But if one of them beat the other one real convincingly, there's really no need for a rematch, right? If Earl win them belts, Bruce Ennis, he can forget it. Earl will never see you. He ain't come to see you. He don't want to see you. We're going to talk about Bruce in a minute. But he ain't going to never see him. He ain't going to want to see him. Earl going to drop them belts and he gone. The only person that might stick around will be Terrence. He might stick around for a fight or two. He just might. Because one thing, like he said, you touch my pride a little bit. And that's Terrence. Highly competitive person. There's only one other boxer on that level of competitiveness that just, and I'm not I'm not comparing the two, and I'm not putting them two together. I'm just saying, just in life, there are people who are born every day that will grow up and have this intense, huge, seismic size competitiveness in their spirit. Like they're just very competitive. And the boxer I'm thinking of is Floyd Mayweather. That dude is competitive as shit. His family says it. People around him says it. You've seen him in action on TV. Like, I'm not talking about just in the ring. That nigga will play thumbsies and be competitive as fuck. Bud, I heard, is very competitive. He'll go fishing. He take fishing to a competitive sport. But people like that, they dangerous when they gotta be, because their mind is part of boxing. Boxing is just like trying to get in shape. 60% of it is your mental. 60% of it is your mental. 30% is how you prepare. That all got to do with what you eat, how you eat, like, all through camp mostly. But even in between camps, how you take care of yourself. 10% is that workout. You can have all the workout in the world. You can be the best gym rat. Don't y'all know that there's gym rats out there that's awesome in the gym? When you looking at them, you think they'll come in and wreck shop over everybody, even your favorite fighter. But when it comes down to the lights being turned on and you get on that stage, they suck ass. You be like, well, I thought, what happened? You be confused as hell. And then you got that gym rat, I'm calling him a gym rat, but that person that come in the gym and do just enough. Just enough to get, that's just that. When you start seeing shit like that just enough or highly competitive, these are people's personalities. And they can't detach from it no more than you can detach from your personality. So you get a person that's just enough or whatever. But when the lights come on and the camera's on, the motherfuckers show out like a big dog. They balls the wall with everything, letting it all hang out. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, what, how did, just trying to tell you. It be like that sometimes. I'm not saying that Floyd or Terrence is like that. They're just highly competitive. If Terrence was sitting on the damn over there with Timothy Bradley and all them, he would try to be the biggest commentator, which we know he ain't gonna win that. Terrence, I love you, but you ain't winning that battle. Not at all. And who knows? If Terrence was watching right now, maybe that will pose a challenge to him. Because he's just like I know people like that. When I was younger, I'm not gonna say I was like that, but I was half of that, half of that competitive thing. Like I would cry if I lost. I don't care if it's a board game, getting a grade in school. I was a grown woman still doing that. I was living here still doing it. I remember I was in school and I got a grade I shouldn't have. And that shit brought tears to my eyes. Like my stomach was hurting. You would think somebody put hands and feet on me. It's that competitiveness. But now I'm more mature, so I compete against myself. I don't worry about nobody else. I didn't choose to be an elite athlete. I didn't choose to be a whole lot of stuff. There's certain gamemanship I don't play. Like in the military, I didn't play the political game, the kissing ass game. I don't play that. That's not a game I want to play. So if I lose the games I don't want to play, it don't bother me. That's why I say I'm not quite like Terrence spirit and competitiveness or Floyd's spirit and competitiveness. Because if I lose at something, I'm not. I know I'm not good. I know my limitations. I'm good, but them two guys, it's almost like maybe they don't know their limitations. They be like, if I'm not good, I'm about to master that shit. I'm not like that. If I don't like a certain thing, I'm not about to master it. But where I think I can do well, like schoolwork and games that I do play, and when I was younger, I was very much into sports. Shit, I lose, man. Look, I remember playing basketball every day. Why? Because we in the hood. It's free. I'm going up there. I gotta move. I can't do fake shit. I gotta be physical. This one kid, God rest his soul, Red, rest in peace. Red would beat my ass all the time. Like he would. And like, let's say we played 11 games that day. 2 of them I might could win. Then it pissed me off that he'd come back and say, I'll let you win that. We could be like almost at the house because we got to walk back home. I mean, like feet away from the door. And he'll be like, I'll let you win. No, nigga, run it back. Let's go back. I bet they laughed like hell when they think of me back in the day. I would be like, literally, let's go back. I started walking back. And that motherfucker be like, really? So they walk back. Dude, I wouldn't let people get off the court until I beat their ass. Like, that's how serious it was. I don't know what the hell that was. It don't matter what you do. If you do it, I could do it. That's how I used to think. What possessed me to walk on my hands? I never understood that one. Today I look back, I be like, I wish my kids would try some dumb shit like that. I could have fell and bust my head and broke my neck or something, but I had to walk on my hands. And I could do it for a long time. I think the longest I've ever walked on my hands without stopping was 15 minutes. Of course, that was before the girls came through. I'm talking about, my girls. Before the girls. T and TT. Before they appeared up on my chest area. I could walk on my hands for a long time. And I was a late bloomer, so I could do that shit. I could ride on one wheel. 12 speed, BMX, it didn't matter. I could do that forever too. Go in circles around the parking lot. You name it, I could do it. But it was that competitiveness I hated to lose. And my mama didn't help because she ain't spare no expense. Scrabble. Man, we be going at it like it's a contact sport. And she would beat my ass for the longest time. And I never forget because I'm young. She knows she's a grown-up. Her vocabulary is more extensive than mine. So once I got like, I don't know, 15, 14, I want to say 15, 14, whatever, I could keep up with her. And I remember that like it was yesterday. But I'm telling you, Scrabble in my family be coming off like a contact sport. We can't play that all the time. Because of me. So I understand the competitiveness in people. And Floyd and Terrence Crawford, they one of the most competitive people you probably want to meet. Q is in the building. What's poppin', King? He said a few weeks away from the smoke. A lot of bud, Miss T. I know y'all gonna smoke it up, roll it up, flip it up, inhale, exhale. I know y'all gonna get it in. But I want y'all to be happy and relaxed. As Big Fish said, make sure you take your blood pressure. All of y'all. I'm gonna take mine. Dan 10 is in the building. What's poppin', King? But this strategy thing that Bud should start fast and Spence know it. Y'all let that go. Let some of them talking points go. Whatever got them to the dance, if either one of them is smart, that's the plan they're gonna stick to. Earl don't need to change who he is. His way has proven to be, undefeated. Like he's undefeated. Nobody has cracked the Earl code. I was trying to do it like what's his name? May Vinci. How Mayweather said, I thought that was pretty cool. But now how would I say it? Earl Vinci. Nobody has cracked his code. So he needs to enhance it and just be great at it. Nobody has cracked Terrence code. He needs to enhance it and just be great at it. Whatever got them to the dance. Y'all are not in their head. I'm not in their head. You don't know what they thinking. You don't know what their strategy is. But I could tell the person who was writing the article is a Spence fan. I could tell. I can see the bias. And Timothy Bradley, he's just talking. Timothy might be concerned. It's kind of like Meek being concerned. He said, why Timothy Bradley holler robbery on the cars? What you talking about, this fight this past weekend? I don't know. Timothy worried. Timothy is worried like I'm worried about the low blows. Everybody who got their favorite fighter, Earl Spence fans is worried about whatever they worried about. Bud fans are worried about what they worried about. And we gonna be worried. I can't tell you not to. We gonna be worried. Y'all know who I'm talking about. None other. This is my worry. Y'all look at the screen. This is my worry. This is my worry right here. Earl Spence, a.k.a. the Nutcracker. Because I believe men when they say that shit is very debilitating. So what's Bud answer for that? Now, y'all might have a word, Spence fans, and y'all might say, well, the Spence answer for this. I hope all that get worked out. It's going to be what it's going to be. And if Spence proved to be victorious, which I don't think he is, and which I'm not calling that, I'm going to come in here bright and early Monday and take my medicine. Unless I get caught up somewhere. He said, Spence, why? I'm worried because, like I said, it's grimy, dirty type fighting. And I think Spence do it on purpose. But he is not. I'm not calling him a dirty fighter. I've seen Floyd, my favorite fighter. Floyd is forever coming with them damn elbows. And the people he fighting knows it. And he's probably shocked that the ref don't call it and see it or whatever. But Floyd do that shit so effortlessly and so smooth. You don't even really, you got to really be paying attention. Because Floyd, you see, like the dude Taylor this weekend. Let's get into this weekend fights. Taylor had his elbows up. I can't be a fan of Taylor. I'm happy he won. I'm happy he put a lot of time and effort into his career, and I hope he accomplishes whatever his heart desires. But I can't be a fan of his, and simply because I couldn't be a fan of Klitschko's, same thing. He don't want to get hit. Who would? But when he when he does his offense, his defense is to grab the other guy. That's his only defense. And it's the way he grabbing them. It means more than what y'all can see. When you don't have to apply a lot of pressure when he grab him behind the elbows, you have dismantled anything he could do just by doing that. I've seen it do. The dude is obvious. He leading with his elbow coming in. He grab and hold you, but he don't stop there. He's holding you, but he's still fighting. He's holding you in a way where you can't fight. So basically, he's hitting you and holding you. I can't be a fan of that. That's boring to me. Nothing personal. I'm glad like I said, I hope he seemed like a nice young man. Get what you can get. Now I would probably be more upset if he was hitting behind the head. A couple of times he did. Not enough for me to say he be targeting. But it's clear to see this man is going to do fair and unfair in the way that he's going to try to win. So you can't, with a fighter like him, you got to go in there thinking, I got to destroy this dude. Quentin said, I am what if Spence, Carlos Ocampo, Bud in the first round. Then that's what happens, Q. But if you believe that's going to happen, now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't believe it's going to happen. Al Money said, Quentin Bradley, peace and love, fam. Quentin said, I don't like Taylor, bum. Yeah, I'm just not going to be a fan of this dude. I wasn't a fan of his opponent, but I'm not going to be a fan of Taylor's. Because, if you got to hold, that's not boxing to me. What makes boxing look so sweet is when you're able to hit them and not get hit, but you're moving. You're doing acceptable tactics that's part of boxing to evade your opponent, but at the same time, get your rocks off. But he don't do that. He's holding his opponent. And Harvey Dock, I'm shocked at. Like, Harvey Dock better not be the referee when Bud and them fight. One, because he'll call a fight soon. Now, has Harvey Dock been proven wrong for his decisions? No. But he'll call it quick. He will call that bitch quick. I don't want Jack Reese. I don't want Moretta. I don't want none of the guys who referee Deontay fight. I don't want none of that shit. Steve Willis, Robert Byrd. Everybody said, don't do Kenneth Bayless. But Kenneth, all right, Kenneth make honest mistakes. But Kenneth is an honest broker. Robert Byrd is an honest broker. Steve Willis is an honest broker. There's a couple of other guys, I don't know their name. There's a tall white guy. I can't think of his name. But he's an honest broker. And I hate to say it like that. I wish next time I'm gonna learn this man's name so I can put some respect on it. But yeah, he's an honest broker. There's that bald-headed black guy with the mustache. He's kind of on the tall side. Again, I'm making a concerted effort to try to get these guys' name. He's an honest broker. That's who they need, an honest broker in that ring with them. Somebody who's going to call the shit, call it fair, don't get in the middle when something like if the mouthpiece go out and you break up the momentum, don't do shit like that. Be fair. Quentin said, we want Tony. Hell no. Nigga, I can't believe I can't believe you say that, man. He is the last person you want up in there. Y'all just could. So you admitting, Quentin, I guess that the only way Earl can win is to cheat. Tony Weeks gonna let everything fly. He don't give a damn. He just say, hey, I got my check. Y'all look again. This is that Bud shirt. This is what it look like. Underneath it got this is just a blow up a high look in the center. And I got the big fish, same color, same little circle design. And underneath, what makes it so grand is it says undisputed. It kind of look like this all the way. It come in all kinds of colors. We got baby blue, everything. Get y'all shirts. It's $26. In letters, they got the little shadow around the edge and all that shit. And the number. Look, for y'all guys that like to work out, if you feel like you saucy, you hot like that, man, get you a muscle shirt. To the ladies or the men, I am a dime in a room full of pennies. Know your worth, okay? Hook it up to the ladies. A rose is still a rose. Get your rose, have it on deck. I got mine. Now look, this is my latest creation. Bud said, "This is my era." Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna get Spence right, and I do him a solid. By the way, everything that I got for Bud, I got for Spence, and I do him a solid. So you ain't gotta worry about that. This hoodie, because it's a hoodie, it's thicker, $65. On the back, it got "This is my era" with the date on it. Y'all know this shit sweet. Q, what you think? You know it's sweet. You know it's sweet. I'm going to tell y'all where to go. I'm going to type it again. AskMeT51.com. Go up in there and get your shop on. Shop till you drop. Support a sister. Go up in there and check it out. It's legitimate. It's my digital store. I sell gadgets and gadgets, but I like making t-shirts. So, hey, I sell those too. But I got a keychain in there that charges all your devices. And it is literally a keychain. Go check it out. I got a printer that fits in the palm of your hand, a little teeny printer that you can attach, link it up with your phone. Hey, that go hard too. And it's inkless. And when you pull the paper out, you can, it got adhesive on the back. You can peel it and stick it in a book or something. So like taking notes or whatever the case, pictures, whatever the case. You never have to buy ink because it's inkless. Man, technology. I'm telling you, I'm a gadget and gadget person. Quentin say he want one for Spence. Hey, Quentin, I tell you what, I'm gonna let you be the creative designer a little bit. I'm gonna pick up. I'm not gonna wait for you, but if you want to send me a picture that put it on there like that and hook Spence thing up, and I'm trying to why I didn't make Spence right away because I haven't found the catchphrase that he normally says that you'll remember forever. Like Bud said, "This is my era." That popped up in my head. But I was trying to think of something the same with Spence. So that's why I've been hesitant here lately, trying to get his hoodie together. But I'm about to make him one, undisputed on both arms, and, 2023, whatever. But I want to say more than just undisputed in the front. I want to have his picture and that shit blend in like that. I want to hook Spence up too, and I get him right. Like I said, I showed y'all my shirts. Like I said, Spence got a shirt just like this, and it says the big fish in the middle and the True Spence, Earl of True Spence up under here, just like that. I got plenty of other stuff in there too. I got a spy camera. I just was telling y'all about the funny story of I had to figure out which one of my dogs was a phantom pooper. Matter of fact, let me show y'all the commercial. Y'all look at y'all screen. I made commercials. I'm just starting. I'm just teaching myself. But I got a lot to learn because I need to learn that fade out game. But y'all work with me. Look. That's the commercial. Did y'all see that? That's a commercial. That's one of them. I be thinking of a whole lot of stuff to make. But again, I'm just learning how to do them. So, because, you're going to have to put them on social media and stuff. If y'all follow me at TDT, this is my, I think it's this, TDT. Um, Whatever the rest of the stuff is. That's how you find me on Instagram. TDT50. What I don't know if it's .com or whatever, but that's how you find me on Instagram. The other one, I said this too. See the fade, that's what I mean by fading out. I got to get better at that. But I love that product. As I was saying, Q, I know you came in late. I buy everything that I put on in the store. That product is a need because, sometimes you ain't got that person to watch your back. And the back need love every day, just like the front. So I attach it I like that it dries up. It's not yucky and nasty. I slap it on the wall. I can take it down. It got little holes in it so it dries up pretty evenly so it don't be no crud or none of that shit underneath. But I take it down often and make sure I disinfect it or whatever, clean it. But you soap it up and it scratches your back as it's cleaning and you get a real clean feel. Because no matter how you clean your back, when you got the loofah or whatever, there's going to be areas you can't get. And if you a person that's blessed, like me in the front, and on my arms be having a hard time getting in the back. Because you got 4 arms over, go like that. Like, yeah, it's not that easy. It's not that easy being teased. ATX Slab Life Cletus, a.k.a. Big Texas. What's poppin', King? What's up? What's up with you? Yeah, but y'all go over there. I dropped the link. Did I? Damn, hold on. I thought I just put that bitch in there. Weeks. Oh, I put my Instagram. So look, all y'all gotta do is hit this link. Tell all y'all friends about it. Go in there and shop till you drop. If you're a person that like Christmas decoration, that we be getting it in over here. Not me per se, but my neighbors. Oh my God. My neighbor love Christmas. Her house be thebomb.com. Like when you start paying people to come and decorate your house on the outside, getting on ladders and shit, man, you know how important it is. But I got little trinkets and little things, and we do that with our tree too. We put like a little town underneath and all that stuff. But we got all kinds of things, shatterproof ornaments and all that good stuff. We got a Santa Claus, a Miss Santa Claus suit for the ladies. Where you can do your cosplay thing. I do gadgets and gadgets mostly, but I also dabble in t-shirts. I like creating them. They fun. I got great slogans and everything. And nowadays the whole world wears t-shirts. I was before my time because I was doing that shit back in the day when it wasn't that popular. But the whole world wears t-shirts, and so I create them or whatever. And t-shirts nowadays, a lot of people, they don't like to keep wearing the same thing. I'm about to put up that miniature or portable washing machine. Even though you can probably get them in a lot of places, I'm gonna put them up there because every time I go look, I don't never see them. I go to stores, they ain't out there or whatever. So I'm gonna put them up there. I'm gonna tell you every woman, especially, should have one of these. But I'm gonna tell you why I take it. This is why I say it can go for men, women, and everybody. Have y'all ever traveled and you like? Let's say you go for a week or 2 weeks, and I don't know how y'all men pack, but us women, we always take more than what we need. So if I'm going 2 weeks, I'm not gonna have 2 weeks worth of underwear. I'm gonna have a whole month worth of underwear. Cause every day something might happen where I feel I need to freshen up and change. You know what I'm saying? Now, the question is, if you're visiting someone's house, how do you convince that person to let you start a load of clothes on the regular? Especially, you know, you don't want to put one dirty clothes back in the suitcase with your clean clothes. So how do you get them to say, hey, can I wash my 3 pairs of underwear, my 3 pairs of drawers and t-shirt, and the person will look at you crazy, family or not. If you in the hotel, do you really use their laundry service? Well, you can take this portable joint with you and you can watch little incidentals, especially for women, for that special time of the month. For us, you can watch your little incidentals, and it does as a dryer. That's coming. He said, bless, huh? He said, can't wait for the fight. Neither can I, ATX. Anyone sees Spence Olympic loss, dude that beat him was a southpaw with quick hands and feet. Spence lost all 3 rounds and was leaking from the nose. Oh, damn. Now, Dan, I haven't seen that one. Also, Spence still makes a lot of the same mistakes. He do make a lot of flaws. And I'm telling you, it matters when you're flat-footed. If it didn't, before we even knew about it, Spence, everybody in here who was following boxing and loved it, and you knew what it was to be a flat-footed fighter. You knew what it was to be slow. You're going to be slow. And it seems like they go hand in hand, flat-footed, slow, whatever. Now, to me, Spence is fast as hell. But maybe to a Bud Crawford, he not. I say Bud, one of his biggest things he would do if I just think it's a smart move, make Spence pick his feet up. That's one tactic. Make Spence pick his feet up. Because he's going to be uncomfortable because he never does that. Now, I didn't say he can't do it, but he never does it. You can do a lot of stuff, but if you don't regularly do it, it's going to feel awkward to you. It's going to be uncomfortable to you. Quinn said, at Dan Tan, Bud is perfect. He makes no mistakes. Bud has never been hurt. I don't think Dan Tan was saying that, Q, but I wouldn't say that neither. We don't think that Bud is perfect. Bud, like he likes to take shots sometimes, but I think it's a reason for why he takes that shot, because it's all a part of the trap that he pulling you in. But who's to say that, Bud, you could take Spence shot? That's the question, But I'm going to tell you, that first round, they both going to be feeling each other out to see if they can take each other's best shot. Somebody going to give and want to, go for broke. And I don't know which one is going to want to do that first. But I think Bud probably prefer to be the counterpuncher in the whole situation. That Spence be the aggressor and he work off that aggression and make him look silly. Spence is just a man. Bud is just a man. And that's how we got to see it. To the best man that night. Even like I told y'all, it don't matter what happened in that fight. I will still feel the same way I feel about Bud. I will be here bright and early, Quentin, on Monday to take my lashings like a grown ass person that I am. I'm gonna let Spence fans revel in it, have all the good time, but I don't think that that's necessary. I think Bud gonna win that night, and he gonna win convincingly. I think he knows the stuff that Spence got and what Spence could do, and he's been prepared for it, even with the low blows. And I think Bud is gonna do what he said he gonna do. I think you can tell that this man has wanted it for 5 years. I cannot tell that about Spence. And that's why I think Bud will win. But, hey, this is boxing. Y'all remember that. It's boxing. We don't need to make up talking points, propaganda, stereotypes. We don't need to do none of that. July 29th is coming no matter what we do. So all we got to do is coast to it. Now, I will say, like I said, my advice to them was to do what got you to the dance. Spence, whatever got you to the dance, keep doing it. Just be better at it. Bud, whatever got you to the dance, keep doing it. Just be better at it. That's the best advice that I could give. But so you don't need to have this. Do I start fast? Do I start slow? Be you. You is what got you there. Not nothing extra you can come up with now. But they need to remember that. And that's for both of them. Will there be mitigating factors? Yes. I hear people try to throw out that Spence eating healthy. He have been since August. That's the first time he had a trainer. Well, me knowing a little bit about, eating healthy, because I swear I be trying to be a vegan. Hey, cute, I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'm over here training too. I said, them boys gonna get it together and do whatever. I'm gonna try to get it together too. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I'm drinking down there a gallon of water in this last week because I'm just, I figured out a way to maximize my water drinking. Nothing spectacular, but I noticed that I drink when this water is real, real cold. I drink a lot of it. I can't get enough of it. It feels so good going down. And like I said, today I just peeped game before I came on. I was like, well, damn. I just drank 2.5 16 ounces of water. I got a big 16-ounce cup. I'll fill it up, but I got a big ice cube, like a huge ice cube, which I know is going to, cool the damn drink down. I took that to the head. I came back with another one, took that to the head. That's in less than 5 minutes right there. Then I filled it up again, and I never got full. And you know how you feel when you just be drinking a lot of water? So when I drink it ice cold, man, I could drink all day. Ever since after, and I count my days for drinking my water after midnight every night. So like tonight, after midnight, that's tomorrow's water intake. I was drinking last night a lot of water. So I'm already ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? What else? So me getting a cooler in my room and now bring bags of ice up to my mini fridge. I'm drinking water a lot more than I used to. The other thing I'm doing, I'm only eating food that come out the ground. If y'all go to my site and look at some of the gadgets I got, you'll see a juicer on there. I bought that too. I juices my drinks. So this morning I had beets, carrots. I didn't do spinach this morning. Orange, apple, and pear. I might have put a pineapple in there. And for lunch, I'd either do a salad or yesterday I did a potato. Potatoes is the most nutritious food you can eat. I'm talking white potato. Bump all this sweet potato, white potato, food with color. White potatoes are very good for you. It's like taking a multivitamin. Serious up. Everything that's considered nutrient on this earth is found in a white potato. Isn't that something? So if you a person that take multivitamins, eat a potato every day. Just one. You don't gotta get the big, huge ones, because I know certain times of the year you get them huge motherfuckers. But I think the bag I had was small ones, so I took out 2 small ones, sliced them up, and made me some potatoes and onions and all that stuff. I use virgin olive oil. So I would say that that's a complete vegan meal. But sometimes I use country crock butter. I fuck that up because it tastes better. But, yeah, if you use virgin olive oil and turn the heat down low and let it slowly cook, it'll taste just as good. Of course, I drain all the oil off, whatever, because virgin olive oil is good for you. But and me, I'm not a hot sauce person, but I'm a ketchup person. So I measured out my ketchup to a tablespoon, no more than 2 tablespoons that I put on it, and I was able to eat the whole thing. I love cooked onions. I can eat a plate of cooked onions by itself. Uh, so that's what I had yesterday. Today I ate a salad, but now today was hard because I was so close. For some reason, I was up all most of the night, doing this work, learning the stuff that I'm learning on the computer, and I slept most of the day. So when I did get up, I was hungry as shit. I couldn't hold it. So I was like, "Oh man, I'm about to DoorDash some shit." So I went to my one of my favorite places to eat is Subway's. So I pulled up Subway on my phone. I was just ordering shit, and I said, "Nah, T, don't do it." And I bought one of their salads. Man, the salad good as hell. I'm over here eating it now. But I was like, if Bud and Earl could do it, I'm gonna see if I could do it to the end of the month. What it would bring me, I don't know. I'll let you guys know what it would bring me. But you guys can do your own challenge, whatever it is. See if you can test your willpower, your commitment, your determination. See, that's what I'm saying. The competitiveness against your own self. For me, can I have willpower for a couple of weeks or 3 weeks that's left? Can I have determination? I'm testing that right now, and I'm determined to make it to the end of the month. And hell, I know if I can make it to the end of the month, I can do more. But that's my short term goal. Just make it to the end of the month, the night of the fight. Because, nigga, I'm going to have a good old meal rolled up over here. I don't know what I'm eating that night. I might cook. Ooh, Lord. I can think of some shit to cook, man. Lord, I can cook too. Uh, Dan Tan said, Bud makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Watch that Olympic fight. Then watch some of Spence's recent fights, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I believe you. I see that in him now, without even having seen the Olympic fights. Quentin said, I'm taking will over skill. Okay, I hear you, Quick Q. Laugh out loud. He said, last two, I took skill over will and lost. Okay. He said Plant Loma. Yeah. Sometimes it work out like that. These are two of the greatest fighters. I'm gonna put the respect on them. AQ, don't forget you got my email. Y'all see it up there, Boxing Fans Talk at Gmail. Hey, I'll work with you like as far as creating a t-shirt or not a t-shirt. I already got my t-shirts for them, but a sweater. Because whatever I do for Bud, I do for Spence. And if you think that go hard, that gray lettering though, that shit got me in all. I love the color. I love that color. It's like the sky. It's kind of like the color of my car almost. I love that color. Yeah. I make Spence one. I do him proud. I wouldn't have you Spence fans out here looking raggedy or nothing like that. I'm about to get that shirt too. But I just created it. But like I said, give me a catchphrase that Spencer said recently that just stuck out. That just I can't think of nothing. If y'all can think of something, let me know. Matter of fact, let me see if I can do this. Uh Let me see. All right. I think I could do this. Hold on. He said you like him. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to do Spence one too. Um. So let me see. All right. Let me see if it shows. Now this is my store, so I'm gonna go through it just to show y'all. I see that it showed up, and as you see, it's how it look. You get them all these colors. These sizes, right? So you just get here, you hit shop all. Look at that. Look at that keychain. That's one of them. But I like this one better. This one underneath, not the first one. I like the first one too, but I like this one better. It's more practical. I bought this for my nephew, and he's a hairy little man, and he swears by this. He don't shave anymore. So to all you guys who tired of shaving all the time, this thing gets it real close, and he does. His beard be looking tight, but he one of the people that can grow the beard and all that real good, mustache. But he don't shave no more. That's the one thing he like about having this little device. I bought this for him. These are my little crystal or they lamps that you put in your room, but they Christmas theme. This right here to all the cooks out there. You got your little man, this thing is the bomb.com. You get this, you ain't gonna I cannot lend this out to my neighbors. Hell no. As you see, we got the weed. But this right here, you can put your coffee beans, rice, keep your kitchen clean. You know what I'm saying? You press the little button, a cup fall in there. If you cook it just for yourself, whatever, it's good. But at least you get the measurements of it all. But keep it clean. There's 6 little, sections in here. This wallet is anti-loss protective. I thought it was pretty cool. If your wallet is gone, pull out your phone, and this damn thing will beep and tell you where your wallet is on your phone. And of course, not to mention that it protects people from walking past. You guys should all have some kind of wallet where you got your cards and stuff is, where it's kind of protected from people walking past you scanning your shit, because people can do that now. There's a Buzz shirt, the Miss Claus joint, the little flag, the Christmas joints. This has sold out so quick, man. But these are little things you put around the tree. These are all shatterproof ornaments. Look at the girl working out. She got the sauce too. This right here I love. If you got dogs and you tired of them jumping in the front of the car, in the back of the car, all around, this little silver piece click in the regular part of the seatbelt, as you see down here, and then you put the other piece on that collar. You can extend it, or you can get an extension. I have 3 extensions on here too when you open it up. And that way, boom, the safety of the dog. Nothing you want to ever see is hit your brakes and your dog come flying past you into the windshield. You don't want that. Then, little tote bags. A lot of people like these tote bags. I just made a little Mickey. Then, here go Earl's joint. So let me see if I can blow that joint up. Y'all see it? The Big Fish, ESJ, The Truth. That's how I did it, because his name was a lot longer, and I wanted it to look neat. But it come in different colors too, and everything. Let me see. The back scrub I just showed y'all the commercial. Oh man, if y'all dudes that like to play basketball and shit, but this is for the women. It's a women's shoe. But if your feet is as small as ours or whatever, do get you one. I mean, this is the comfortable crap. Ladies, when you go get your toes done and all that, you can't beat these right here. It make you float. Like, that's why I call it floating slippers. I got the regular set of chargers like people do. That spy camera I told y'all about. To see how it load up on your phone. The spy camera, you can put it anywhere. You can. What about when the cops pull you over? You have this joint in your car, they wouldn't even know. And the good thing about this is shit load up, the cop can't delete it. It's already in the cloud. This thing bad, and you don't need to pay for no service. Like I said, I caught which one of my dogs was a phantom pooper. And then these little lamp things, like Christmas Day, you can take garland and decorate it, have it around your house. Little t-shirts that I got. I like this mesh gate. This shit is durable, it's sturdy, it's tough. It even, kind of hold the baby cats at bay. But, definitely your dog. I don't like my dogs walking in the kitchen when I'm cooking, because, I don't want no mishaps and no incidents. Little lampshades for the little children. A lot of people like Pikachu. This that printer I was telling y'all about. I mean, you see how they can print. It's small as hell. And it don't need ink cartridges. And these little roll-up tapes paper that come in it, on the back of the paper, you can peel something off and then stick it in your book. And then you got this fan. I haven't got this yet, but I'm about to get one because when I be sitting on my porch, I want to see if something gonna cool you down. But I know somebody who did get it, and they say it worked perfectly. They put that joint on their porch because I'm one of the country people. Like I sits on the porch. Then we got the docking station for the PS5, and when you put it in there, it start charging your damn controllers. And I know that they got them out there, but hey, shit, they hard to find sometimes. So it not only just holds your controllers in a nice, neat place, it charges it for the PS5. Of course, the rose is still a rose. Ladies. And then you got this juicer. I use this. What made me buy this thing, it's a game changer. Because you can throw your whole fruit or whatever in there without having to go through the prep. The hardest thing about juicing is prepping. But now you can just throw the whole orange in there, the whole apple in there, and that thing just juice it out. Now some of them smaller, some of them are big. I think this is a smaller version. So I juiced with all the pills on it. I didn't like the taste of the pills. That's just me. So I was like, I will still prep. But for the people who don't care about it, it wasn't terrible. It's just I could taste it, and that was enough for me. But shit, this thing go boom, boom, boom. The juice being water consistent. Like sometimes I like to make orange juice just so, like, we don't buy no juice. In my family, we don't buy no juice out the store. We make our own juice. So whether it's part of a diet or anything, we make our own juice. But I juice my vegetables and everything. Otherwise, I ain't gonna eat the shit. But I try to make sure I get them in. This was just a little thing. Tote bag. My daughter's initials inspired me. So I got that for her. And then you see the Terrence Crawford thing. And then this one right here, ladies. Look at this. Let me see. Look at that. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? Beautiful black queen. Get this for your sister, your mama, your niece, your daughters. Something. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's what I got thus far. I hope y'all enjoyed the display. But that's what I got so far. And it's real easy. Go up in there and you just purchase whatever. And it comes straight to you. Your money goes straight to them. So you can track it, everything. Everything you need to know will be in that site. So go in there and shop till you drop. I will continue to find. My next thing I'm going to put up in there is a machine that you can sit on the counter, pour water in it, and make ice. ATL was popping, King. I see you in here, said, Queen T, what's up, Charlie? What's up? Yeah, but they make the little ball. They make the ice the way you like it. All of the different types of ways to make ice cubes, the square joints, the thick bulb-like ones, the little balls. I like the little balls like slushy. Like you could use to make a snow cone. I love them type ice. So that's the machine I'm buying. But yeah, I'm gonna put that up there because a lot of people like ice. I'm one of them. I gotta have it. I'm eating ice right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna put that up there. Like I said, I'm put up that portable washing machine. I gotta have it. What if y'all out and about and you visiting for just a weekend, and maybe you wore some, and then you get there and you realize, damn, I should have wore this to Saturday. You ain't gonna get nobody to start no load of clothes. You ain't gonna find no laundromat. Just go wash that shirt so you can look fresh that day. What if you out and about and you get something on your shirt? You're not gonna start a load of clothes just to wash one shirt. I'm talking to the fellas. Man, you get this thing, it ain't running. I think you plug it up. I'm gonna get it. That's my next purchase. And you put it in there because you can't put like a pair of jeans or nothing, but like a t-shirt or something or some underwear, undergarments. Yeah. So you get a stain on your joint. Maybe it's a ketchup stain, a pizza stain, or whatever, and your shirt is light colored. You got to get that right then. You got to fix that right then. Otherwise, that shirt done. So that's why you need, and it fits in your suitcase. And it got a drain where you drain it out. It has a little teeny agitator, and it has a basket where it dries your clothes too. So it's a portable washer and dryer. How much fun is that? Said Q, I thought Taylor had more than T.O., and I picked Taylor. Oh, yeah, this weekend fights. Let me tell y'all, the only thing I can say about Boots is ready. He ready for both of them. Now, contrary to what a lot of Spence fans like to say, Boots chose Earl. I'm sorry, y'all. He chose Earl. That's who he want first. Now, he did say, I don't care who. Because he know it could go either way. Earl can win. Terrence can win. If Earl wins, of course he gonna want to go at Earl because Earl got all the Jews. But if Terrence win, what do Earl offer Boots? So Boots is hedging his bets. He say he want both. I think we can safely say he's ready. He has more fights than Earl Spence and probably more knockouts. Now y'all can say, he hasn't fought nobody. A lot of people didn't want to fight him, this, that, and the other. And I ain't tooting Boots' horn. I'm just saying, today I'm gonna say this: is Boots ready for Terrence Crawford or Earl Spence today? Hell no. But it don't matter if he ready or not. If he gotta go for it, he gotta go for it. He ain't gonna be no more ready. But if Earl was to hit him, or Terrence, with some of the hits that dude hit him with, night. That's just my opinion. If Earl was to catch him, he would be done. But I think he feels he could get Earl because he switched. He basically a bigger Terrence Crawford. What I like about Boots, that you can tell he lives a boxer's lifestyle. He wasn't drained, sucked in, looked weird or nothing. He big as shit, but he came in at 145. And he didn't look like it hurt him or anything. So shout out to Boots. He at y'all neck. He said, shit, Keith Thurman, Ortiz, Stanley Jonas, whomever, you name it. Beans, greens, tomatoes, onions, whatever. You know that song. I messed that up. You name it. That's Boots. He said all of y'all can get it. So it'll be interesting to follow him. And then Blair the Flair. I seen his little interview lately. I can't say I was shocked. Blair is for Blair, and ain't nothing wrong with that. He for Blair. So he gonna talk shit about Crawford and Spence. He know that he ain't gonna get an opportunity to fight them. They on their way out the door. No matter if one wins, if Earl wins, he dropping the belts. He gone. Bud might stick around and fight somebody if you touch his pride a little bit. But if he wins, but same thing with him, they gone to 154. So Blair, Boots, all of them got to toughen it out. So this is the first time you see Blair kind of giving Boots some credit or respect. Now, the reason why I say Blair is for Blair, this all politics and smoke and mirrors, is because Boots haven't changed. What we saw Boots do last night, we always knew he could do. Like his dad would say, it was always there. Now, he can have an out and off night because when he fought Chimichanga, he followed dude all around the ring. He ain't cut it off, and he know better. So he had to go back and work on that, figure out why he let that happen. But what Boots did that Saturday night, we always knew he could do it, and we always seen that he could do. So no special, nothing noteworthy news for Blair the Flair to have a complete damn near 180 on how he feel about Boots. Because remember, Blair didn't think Boots was that much. He didn't think Boots could beat him. I didn't know that Blair the Flair was from Philly too. He said Jimmy Trice is in the building. What's Bobby King? He said Bud will fight Boots, and Boots know it. Yeah, Boost know it. But Boost got called out on that $1 million worth of game. And so now he trying to step lively. But we all know by his actions, fuck what he say out his mouth, by his actions, what do his actions tell you? He wanted with Earl. So what do he say shit like, I think Earl will win over Terrence, and then I'm going to fight Earl? When you could have fought Terrence. Not only was it offered to you, you turned it down. Not only was you in a position to activate a mandatory, but you didn't. You went 3 times and activated a mandatory with Earl Spence over damn near having a beeline straight to Bud. And Bud would have fought you. So, Boost, we know what you want. And for Blair to Flair be like, oh, he's good. He's improved. He's like, come on, Blair. Cut the crap. General Big Fish, I see you in the building with Bobby King. Yeah, I was looking at Blair like, come on, I know what you're doing. You trying to still sell yourself, which I can't blame you. I ain't mad at you, but I know what you're doing. Of course Spence gonna win because that's who all y'all want. Boost want him. Blair want him. If you ask who they rather Spence. Now if Spence go in there and just wreck shop and shock everybody, then they might have to rethink what their position is or whether they want Spence or not. But none of us over here, not me anyway, think that that's gonna happen. But everybody sees something with Spence. That's why they say what they say. So I'm not mad at Blair. Blair need a fight. Blair needs somebody to give him an opportunity. He been chasing Boost for years. In his mind, he knew Boost want the goods, not compared to him. Now Boost the goods. Yeah. Boost, that was his coming out party. I'll give it to him. He's going to catch a lot of traction. He's going to be taken more seriously. And he's going to be at the table. All from this past weekend's fight. Just like Gervonta Davis, you got to walk with him differently. You got to treat him differently. All because of his fight with Ryan Garcia. Whether we like it or not, believe it or not, or whatever. Boost, this is about to be his division. So you see Blair placating to Boots and everything. And like I said, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But to end this off, y'all, Bud and Earl got advantages and disadvantages. They both still young to me. They both understand how important this is. And this fight gonna come down to who wants it more, who is the better fighter / boxer that night. Everybody has to pick a side, even if they don't say it out loud. And I think people do pick a side. Some people don't want to say because it's so controversial. But it's going to be about who wanted more that night. Now, I always give a heads up. If Earl was to demolish Terrence, I'll be here bright that Monday. And y'all Earl Spence fans can get y'all rocks off. I'm here for it. I'll be like, yep, y'all try to tell me. But if Bud, y'all know what time it is. But after that Monday, I'm we can move on. We can move past it. Because I believe he would have vindicated himself by that time. Coming up soon, you're gonna see Bivol and Yarde. Bivol just they slated Bivol and Yarde is slated for October. Bivol recently has been injured. I don't know what kind of injury he had. I don't know if it would matter. Bivol got tired of waiting for Canelo, and he know Canelo ain't coming and trying to give him no rematch. So he's moving on with his life. I wish he'd have moved on with Beterbiev, and that would have been a great fight. Why they got Yarde? At first, I didn't understand. I was impressed because I was like, Bivol, just go to Beterbiev. But Beterbiev might be busy. But Bivol, he fighting Yarde, and we know that Yarde just fought Beterbiev, and he got knocked the fuck out, right? Yarde was actually number 3. There was somebody named Dan Aziz. Eddie Hearn offered him the fight. He was ranked number 2 in the WBA, and he turned it down. He ain't want no smoke with Bivol. So I guess it's Yarde. So if y'all wondering how Yarde lose a fight with Beterbiev and then get another title shot with Bivol, is because the person that's ranked over top of him try said check. Let me see. Said check 100. General Big Fish said this was an exhibition, Miss T. Boost has unproven talent. I think I feel you when you say that, Big Fish, but I would say this: that guy didn't come to lay down, and that guy, he does put pressure. Look what he did to Rashidi. I think the guy does hit hard, and he knows it. I think a lot of people who hit hard, they fall in love with it way too much, and you know them when you see them because y'all always talk about Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna say it in y'all terms, aka Pastor Wilder, and you can see it in Tank. There is no such thing. Tank is like the Golden State Warriors. There is no such thing as being up on Tank. He gonna set that trap, and you gonna walk in it between 1 and 12 rounds, and that's gonna be nighty night for you. But that's all Tank do. He sets traps. You know, I ain't gonna say all he. I'm sure in camp he learns everything. He goes over everything. He practices everything. We know that Tank is just as good of a boxer as he is a strategist or whatever. To me, Tank right now is the best set and trap boxer in boxing today. That dude can set some traps, and he does it well. But when he gonna just go through a fight like he used to and just box? Sorry, I had a full of ice. When Tank gonna go back to that? I remember the pit bull fight. I said, Tank, you box this nigga. You don't strategize. Now, this dude right here, you don't do that with. Not a killer like that. You box him because you need to be up on points because he gonna style a profile on your ass. And Tank, when he hurt his hand, he had to do just that. That's what edged him out to the win. Me personally, I thought it was a draw. And the fact that Pitbull Cruz took it on short notice. So I'm saying Tank can box. We know this. But he fell in love with his power. I can't say that about Earl, and I can't say that about Bud. They both supposed to have power in their hands. They say Earl got thudding power, and Bud got that. They ain't seen it coming, like snap a whip, like knock your ass out type power. But neither one of them, you by looking at their style of fighting, you won't say, oh, they just waiting for the power shot. Whichever one of them try to do that this July 29th, I think they're going to have a bad night. Don't wait for that power shot. Box the motherfucker. Again, my biggest advice, and I'm sure you agree with this, General, do what you did to get to this point. Do what you did that brought you to the dance. Maybe enhance it, maybe perfect it as much, because you can always strive for perfection. But if you're a human being, you know you can never be perfect. But you can strive for perfection. So strive for perfection. But do what you did to get to the dance. Don't stop lifting weights. Don't start doing all this extracurricular and all that. Do what you normally do. Enhance it. If you run around the block once before a fight, hell, run 3 times. Or if you do it once a day, do it 2 times a day. Enhance it. Add 5 minutes to whatever it is you're doing. Your jump roping, your whatever. But don't bring nothing new. Because you're going to disrupt your own self. You cannot perfect nothing new that fast. That's what Kenny Porter said to Sean. What he said? He didn't train like normal. Yeah, he said that after the fact, General. They didn't say. I watched the All Access. Oh, Sean's good to go. He's in great condition. Tank is over here with us. We're training. Everything's right on target. Blah 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 blah. But after he get his ass whooped, then that's the story. But he really won't train. But why the fuck you let him in there with a killer like Terrence Crawford? You can't be. You are close to boxing. When I'm talking about I'm talking about Kenny Porter. You train an elite boxer. You're close to it. You know all this hyperbole and all this propaganda talking shit that we be doing in YouTube don't mean a hill of beans. Because what Rogers Mayweather would say, y'all don't know shit about boxing. So I'm just saying, what? No, General. No. Because that sounds like you saying it's about the money. Nah, that was one thing you never do. You don't play boxing. It's one thing you get in there with somebody kind of like you, somebody you can kind of hold your own. Bud is not that person. Spence is not that person. You may try it with some other folks, but not them two niggas. You come correct. But again, General, Kenny and them didn't say that until after the fight. Before the fight, they didn't have that to say. Before the fight, all y'all Spence fans was like, this is what Bud gonna lose. Yeah, but because Porter gonna blah, 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 blah. He gonna lose. Y'all was counting on him. In fact, Earl Spence said he'll never go to Bud fights when he was at Bud fight because he was praying he would lose. Let's keep it real. Because you know what he would have did? Like Floyd had to tell Pacquiao after a while. He said, man, what y'all keep bringing up this Pacquiao for? He got Marquez problem. What you gonna say after that? Couldn't say nothing. So nope, Big Fish. And how your brother said, I'm gonna let you go to the Pro Bowl with that one. He said that's why he knew he had to front. Nah. Fighters don't just fight for money at some point. But also, Big Fish, I would direct you to go look at the Porter Wade podcast when he did the interview with Andre Ward. And if you watch that whole interview and still come out and say this, I don't know what to say, because that what you're saying with Sean Porter answers all of that in that interview. You know, everything that the talking points, his dad said he wasn't ready for the fight. He was tired. He wanted to retire. You notice how y'all moved away from that now? Because Sean came out and said what it really was. They actually know he was ready to retire before he fought Earl Spence. Now y'all can't take your boy Spence and say, oh, all them talking points y'all did to Crawford. Now y'all let it go and it just disappeared. You don't hear it no more. But for the longest, that was the reasoning. He was ready to retire. But what it mean now? When he tells you that he was ready to retire before Earl Spence. So did he half-ass for Spence? Did Spence get all of him? And if Spence didn't get all of him, according to y'all logic, how come the fuck Spence was fighting tooth and nail? It's not Bud. Y'all put it off on Bud all the time. I'm just saying, it don't even matter. Like, we here now. Like how they say, and not like I said, they should name the damn the fight we here now. Maybe that's what I put on Spence. What you call him? But I've heard Bud say that more than Spence. Y'all tell me. I'll give it a minute or two. Tell me something I can put when I make this hoodie for Earl Spence. It's gonna be nice. Something, a catchphrase that he say, like what I did with Bud. Like I said, you guys. See, Bud famously said, "This is my era." Get it back. You see the sleeves. Nice. I want to make one nice for Spence too. No bull crap. If y'all don't hurry up, I'm going to put this up there. Stop. I'm just joking, y'all. or put this up on the t-shirt. I would never do that. Never, never, never. I want to make one just as nice for Spence, but I can't think of any of his catchphrases. It's gonna take me a minute then. He said Spence fought the younger, hungrier champion. Both line, bottom line. How you say that? How do you say that? Sean Porter told you he was ready to retire. So how does that make him the younger, hungrier? And when does that even be a factor? So a fighter should fight every fight in the world that he want to fight in the 1 year, and then just retire. Because anything past that first year, he's not valid. He's not valued. He's not strong. He's already on the decline. None of that matters. Sean Porter and Terence Crawford, I believe, are the same age. They're the same age. And Sean Porter has experienced many losses. So what fresher Sean Porter did Errol Spence get? Sean Porter had lost several times by the time he fought Big Fish. So what fresher Sean Porter did Errol Spence get? He got a person that took L's. So come on, Miss T. Am I not speaking facts? He hasn't taken a beating like Porter has. I mean, am I not speaking facts? Errol Spence got, like, let y'all tell it by y'all logic, a washed up Sean Porter. Y'all not saying that, but by y'all logic, that's what you're saying. Because Kell Brook had beat him years before. Okay, AB knocked his ass down. Look at all this wear and tear over the years. And then Keith Thurman beat him. What fresh Sean Porter did Errol Spence get? He was washed up, like I said, by y'all logic. He was not fresh. He was a loser. He took L's. I mean, this is how y'all couch all that when you put him in front of Bud. Because only difference is Bud came after Spence. It's the only difference. But nobody, not Spence, not Bud, according to y'all logic, got a fresh Sean Porter. And to tell the truth, because Sean said this himself, he was ready to retire before Spence. So we can assume if you're ready to retire, you're going to half-ass your training. So Spence got a half-ass train, taking L, having non-fresh Sean Porter that he went tooth and nails with. I know that's not what you're trying to say. I know that's not what you want to say. But if we use your logic, that is exactly what you're saying. Sorry, I'm to be the bearer of bad news, but that's what you guys are saying. And to be honest, I don't agree with it. I don't look at it like that. But I'm not mad that y'all look at it like that. But I'm saying if y'all do look at it like that, then that's exactly what Spence got. He got worse than what Crawford had. Those fights take a toll on the body. Yeah, they do. You playing cement. I'm not. You cannot even bring up the word fresher. He was already a person who took L's with an S before he fought Spence. You cannot use the word fresher. And I mean, where does the fresher part come from? He's already taken an L. And if you know why he wasn't fresh, why he wasn't diligent about his work, because he wanted to retire. But that was not before him and Bud. That was actually before him and Spence. But y'all want the narrative to be that Spence got the fresh, real fresh Sean Porter. Or then when y'all say stuff like, Terence Crawford always get leftovers. So does Spence. Spence got 2 undefeated people on his record right now. I mean, that he fought. That was Ocampo and Mikey Garcia. Everybody else he fought was a leftover. Everybody else was a leftover. He didn't get them at their best. They taking L's from other people. He got leftovers. In his entire career. Boots now got 30 fights. Spence got 28. Boots what? 30 fights, 29 or 28 knockouts. He's like, as far as the work in the ring, he's outshining Spence right now. As far as the hardware and accolades, no, he's not. When you talk about resume, and y'all say, well, Boots ain't fought nobody. But so has an Earl. There's a lot of people who didn't know Chris Algieri, Phil LaGreco, and Bundridge, and all these other people when Earl fought him. I didn't know some of these people. Chris Algieri, he put me in the mind of a better version of Ryan Garcia. Chris Algieri is a tough guy. He knows his boxing. But Chris Algieri, I think, used boxing to help him get his education. He wound up getting a bachelor's degree, all while boxing, and going on to get a master's degree, all while boxing. When Chris is done with boxing, that's because he's a competitor, he has somewhere he can go and things he can do. He set himself up to be like that. And he can sit there with the Jim Lampleys of the world and really talk boxing. You can't turn to him and say, the fuck do you know about boxing? He'll turn around and say, I fought this person, I fought that person, I fought that person. But he was already a loser, according to y'all, by y'all logic, before he fought Earl Spence. Just saying. He said later they owed the fighter one additional loss, leftovers. So is Earl Spence. I don't see the daylight between the two when it comes to the resume of who fought better opponents. I just don't see it. Said Thanksgiving leftovers, okay. 3 days old leftovers versus 5 day old leftovers. They still go down, they still eat, you still pass out your butt. Dan Tan said, did the Porter fight take anything out of Spence? I mean, it was a split decision, and look at Spence's face compared. Yes. Spence's face was lumped the fuck up after that Porter fight. Y'all don't take Miss T word for it. Go back and look. His face was definitely lumped up. Porter put hands and feet on him. It may have. I believe at the time then that Spence might have had to take some rest. But I think once he had some rest, he was all right. He was back to who he is. The thing is, we never know when you're going to get old. Because some people can get old outside the ring, in sparring, or you'll know when you're in the gym working out, you'll be like, nah, I can't do this shit no more. Some people literally get old in the ring. I think Paulie Malignaggi experienced some of that. Literally got old in the ring. And you can't call it because you don't know. You only know what your eyes see in the outside of your body. You don't know what's churning and burning going on in the inside. So all I'm going to say is to both of them, if they watching, do what you did to get you to the dance. Just try to enhance whatever it was you did. Don't be trying to be all creative and extra. To the people that say Earl Spence be eating right, maybe he eat right during camp, but he ain't eating right throughout his life. He don't eat right. You could tell by when the dude, he had his nutritionist on the All Access, fix him all that food, and he throw that hot sauce on it and everything. And then the nutritionist just rolled his eyes like, oh, god damn, like all that work I did, and you gonna do that. And Earl probably was like, shit, I gotta enjoy this myself. Which I get it. But I think what the nutritionist was looking at is there's sometimes you can do certain things to food to take the nutrition out. So like if you boil, steam, or even cook any food, whatever nutritional value it had, you have just depleted it. Either all depleted it all or depleted it by like 80%. So you're not even getting the nutrients that food had because you cooked it, you steamed it, you boiled it, whatever. Now of course cooking is worse. Boiling would be next. And then steaming and stuff like that would be the better of the three. But when you put toppings, there's only one topping I can think of that don't really have nutritional value, can't really hurt you either way, outside of just seasoning. There's all that seasoning, they're just salt, like you can do that. But outside of just seasoning that you shake on your food, the topping would be called mustard. Just yellow American mustard. That won't hurt you and nothing. But you throw ketchup on it, anything else, or barbecue sauce, all that shit. The stuff that it took to make that shit, it's gonna have the opposite effect of what you're trying to do. His nutritionist was trying to get him nutrition so that he can make it through these workouts, but at the same time feed him in a way that he don't feel like he's starving. And in the beginning, yeah, you don't like it and all that stuff, but after a while, your body gonna be like, yum, yum. Even if it's food you don't like I cannot stand beets. I hate them. Like, I would consider it an act of war if you try to serve me up some beets on the plate. I don't like them shits. But I learned later in life, I can eat them if you juice them. And they really are sweet. I don't add nothing to them. I slice the skin off it, throw it in the juicer, and I drank that shit. And guess what? Beets does all kinds of things. But what if I took some juice that I got from the store and mix it up with my beets and all that? I was like, no, if I want some orange in that beet juice, or I want some pineapples in that beet juice, I'm gonna put an orange or an actual pineapple in with the beet juice. I like, well, shit, carrots are sweet too. I can only eat a carrot when it's so soft after you cooked it down. Other than that, I'm not rolling up chewing on carrots ever. Never, never, never. I think it's nasty as hell. But when I juice it, it's sweet. You understand? So when you eat stuff raw, you're gonna get the full nutritional value. But I'm not saying that Earl should eat things raw, because I think that his nutritionist cooked something, or he did it in a way that he's trying to feed Earl's body so Earl can get through them exercises without feeling hungry like he's hurting himself. And then when he threw this hot sauce on it, he just derailed everything that dude was trying to do in that whole meal that he prepared for him. And that's why the dude said, oh man. But I think the nutritionist, he ain't gonna say nothing. That's his job. He worked for Earl. Earl don't work for him. General Vic said, Dan, stay out of this. Dan Tan said, I never saw Spence face like that before, and I can't recall Porter doing that to anyone else. That's facts. Dan, that is facts. The boxing section is in here. What's up, Kyle? What's popping with you? Says salute Queen T. You caught me at the end, man. General Big Fish, when Bud stops Spence, you can blame it on the Porter fight. You talking to, like I said, y'all talking two undefeated fighters. It's going to be who wanted more that night, who is the better boxer / fighter that night, at that time. If Earl was to win, I give him his props. I don't have a problem. I don't hate Earl. If Bud was to win, I'm going to be ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? But, and it's going to be what I thought it was going to be anyway. But it's just boxing. Y'all remember that. Just keep that in mind. It's just boxing. Like, it's just a game. You know what I'm saying? And you'll live past it or whatever and all that stuff. We glad that it's finally got done. We've been crying about this shit forever and all that. I just wanted to talk about that strategy that this guy who wrote. Like y'all know what Bud gonna do, or you know what Spence gonna do. We don't know shit. We gonna all have to wait like everybody else and all that stuff. If Spence win and you ask me who the better fighter, I'm still say Bud. I'm just telling y'all ahead of time. I'm going to still say Bud. Whatever happened that night will not move the needle for me. Whatever, either way, it is not what I thought about each one of them going in is the same way I'm gonna feel about each one of them coming out, no matter what the results are. So y'all can't say, y'all hearing it right here. You can't say T Captain, Miss T Captain. I'm not. Bud is my guy. I think he's a better overall fighter / boxer than Spence. And this is why I pick him to win. Simple as that. Spence, if you fight most people other than Bud, then I got you. I'm for you. It's when you fight Bud, I got to part ways. But I ain't mad at you, like, like I don't want you to, I'm gonna speak the truth. Cause they call you the truth, but you be dabbling in that shit. But you be dabbling in the other side too. So I have to call it as I see it. Mike Jones, who? Mike Jones, who? Mike Jones is in the house with Poppy King. He said rubbish, laugh out loud. That's cool. That's cool. We're gonna see. But to y'all who joined late, let me just show y'all again. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Go get your Bud t-shirts. I got shirts like this for Spence too. If you want to see it close up on it, that's what Bud's look like. Spence got the big fish, the truth or something. So I just showed y'all. I got other things in there as a Get Your Gadget store. Go cop y'all merchandise or whatever. Don't sleep on it while supplies last. I got good gadgets over there. Good gadgets. Be the first to get it on your block. Who don't want the keychain that could charge up everything? Who wouldn't want that? I've been in DMV where you couldn't get out the line and you needed your phone. The bitch went dead. I break that bad boy off my keychain, plug it up, boom, back in business. You don't gotta look for no plugs or outlets or anything. Just take it off your keychain ring, plug it in, you'll charge up. And this keychain can charge up laptops. So you know how powerful it is. But anywho, I'm gonna write it down one more again. And unless y'all got anything for me, I'm done. I said I'm gonna try to make sure I come on here every day. I'll be doing a lot of work, you guys. Working 10 hours and stuff a day. Just on my own behalf. Trying to learn how to do this and do that. But that's the name of the store. I just gave y'all the link right there. Ask Me T. Let me just put it up here. AskMeT51.com. AskMeT51.com. Just go in there, shop till you drop. I bet you'll find some things you like in there. So especially for you dog lovers and all that. That dog seatbelt, that's a game changer right there. Make sure you get the extension because some people who aborted, that was their feedback. They were like, damn. And they came back and got the extension. Because, one lady, she said her dog, all it could do, it was probably a big dog. And there's some little extension on the seatbelt part. She said all her dog could do is sit down. But in my head, I'm like, isn't that the goal? That was her feedback. But some people want that dog to sit like kind of just on their butt, sitting up, or maybe jump on the floor of the back seat. Well, what you don't want is your dog running free nilly-willy in the car. Like I said, what if you have to hit brakes? The dog fly past you right into the windshield, break his neck or something. You don't want to see that shit. Or get hit, and the dog flying all around in the car because they ain't got no seatbelts. You don't want that. So you get them dog seatbelts. $11. Go get you one. Buy one for people with a dog as a gift. They'll appreciate it because everybody who got a dog do not like when your dogs be jumping front, back, in your lap, front, back, all around. We don't like that shit. I ain't met a person yet that like that shit. So I was like, yo, that one gonna come in handy. But anywho, if y'all have anything for me or you have a phrase, a catchphrase that I could use when I'm putting together Spencer's t-shirt. Let me know. Other than that, in my Pamela James voice, what I'm gonna say? Peace.